Hey, 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 everybody. How are you doing? It's me, Sauce, Shanewz. Something like Bond, man. Yeah. But I'm in. The hunt is officially over. Yeah, I only did 4 orders, though. Excuse me. I did 4 orders today. I reached I got the initiative, the bonus, and all of that. Uh, I meant to come on a little earlier, but I was editing some clips and dropping different clips. 'Cause I wanted to get that all out before I sit online now. Now, this is the day, right? Um, if you're unemployed, sit around, this is the day you should have been streaming all day. You should have been streaming. This is the day. But I get it. A lot of you guys don't want to stream because you know what tomorrow is. A lot of you guys uh, that sat around, you sit around. You didn't provide nothing. You didn't provide nothing, right? So, in all likelihood, um, you want to make it seem like you're doing something today. And this is the day when you're really not doing nothing. The gifts should be all wrapped up, ready for tomorrow, right? For the kids and everybody to wake up and, the customs of the Christmas tree and all of that. But to each his own, man. We're going to get started with some topics, man. Let me just share the link and stuff. All right, I'm gonna share the link, and then I'm gonna get it popping. All right. Oh, before I do that, let me make sure I'm sounding good, man. I want to make sure they are hearing me. Can you hear me? Do you hear me? Can you hear me? We'll go with I like that one. We'll go with that one. All right. Who's gonna be the first to comment, man? Who's gonna be the first to represent their section? Represent. Yeah, that was Nas' song. Hey, X Slay. Merry Christmas to you too. Happy holidays. Represent. Yeah, did you get everything? Well, you don't know yet. Well, tomorrow will be the day. Now, let me say this for those of y'all that celebrate Christmas, right? Be grateful. Be grateful for whatever. See, a lot of the new age, you guys lose sight, right? And I'm always saying that to say this, man. If you get a gift, be grateful for that. Because there's going to be many people that aren't even going to have a gift. And if you are somebody that took all of your money, right? I'm going to use me for example. If I loaned you $500 and I said, here, you celebrate Christmas, you got kids, run it up, right? Yeah, if I gave you $500 and you took the 500 and you just spent it all on gifts, and then you call me back and you say, yo, the stores are closing. I need to get something to cook. You know what I'm gonna tell you? I'm gonna say, damn, with the $500, you just bought all gifts. You just didn't think I guess you're gonna eat your gifts. You got $500. Why didn't you buy something to eat? You didn't. It didn't dawn on your mind that, oh, there's nothing to eat. I'm just gonna spend this all 500 on gifts. So now eat your gifts. See, that's what people lose sight of, man. That's what people lose sight of. So if you got a gift, even if it's one gift, even if it's something that you didn't want, but I think Christmas now, as I got older, I just think a lot of people lost sight, man. It's the thoughts. It's the giving season. If somebody gives you something, be grateful for it. And if the person that you are giving to is ungrateful, unappreciated, you might need to get the fuck away from them. It's for real. But you need advice. Hopefully, what is your name? Hopefully the only. I need advice. What kind of advice do you need? You should have put your question in the comments. But look, if you need advice, I charge depending on the advice that I'm giving you. Yeah. Yeah, so put your question in the super chat form. Thank you, X-Layer. Put hopefully the only put your question in the super chat form. Preferably $10 to $20. You know, $20 preferably. But if it's like a real deep question, you might need to put 50 in there because I do charge a fee. But let it rip. Make sure it has color though. It has to have color. Your question for the advice hour. You understand? But yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of reactions. I did put out some content from yesterday. I remixed some of the stuff. I think I'll do a couple more. Right? Let me see. Let me do one more real quick. Let me do one more real quick. How's the content looking though, y'all? We'll go with this one right here. It's always good to remix your content. So I'm gonna remix it now. Then I'm gonna redrop it. See you later, man. Thank you for pulling up and thank you for subscribing. Don't be a stranger. X Slay, K Slay. Are you related to K Slay? Yeah, you know K Slay got some brothers. They be rapping. They be in Times Square and shit, man. I've seen them guys before. They're a lot older, man. They from uptown, Harlem, Spanish Harlem, right? All right. We're gonna get this video out now. We're gonna put this video back out again. Then we're gonna start looking at some of this content, man. Yo, the stores were packed, man. I shut down about 2 o'clock, 2:30. I think I did my last delivery, but the stores were packed. I got my initiative. If it was 4 deliveries, you get the $28 initiative. 3 was 21. 4 was 28. So I did 4. But in all actuality, they was getting us. Cause 2 of the deliveries, the first one I did was the double. The second, I think the second or the last one, I can't remember, they were doubles. So it was really like 8, but you only got credit for 4. But it is what it is. The money was decent. Know what I mean, got a little bit of coin back, a little bit. But just to see all the people in the stores, crazy, running around, you know. They got bit by that bug, man. That shit is a real bug, right? And that bug, um, you know what it is? It does you dirty. People out there spending money, like I said, they're spending when they should be saving, right? And you know, to each his own. But if you're out here spending and you don't have it like that, because I think next week, right? Next week is the first, the 2026. How many of you guys won't be able to pay your rent? You'll be calling in a favor for your rent or your mortgage. You're gonna be calling in a favor, and then you're gonna look like, oh man, I wanted to get all this for Christmas. Bah humbug, and I'm not the Grinch. Daniel, what's going on, good brother? How are you? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights 5851. How are you? I should have ran to the gas station and got me a beverage, but I still might do it throughout this live, you know. Messiah, Messiah. I think she took over the room. Rain just won next door. I wanted to see if Messiah won anything from the store. Nan, is she upstairs? Hold on, let me see. Cause you know they be Debo on my studio, man. They be Debo on my shit. Yo, Messiah, Messiah. She probably got the headphones on. Hold on. Yeah, you take the room back over. Oh, y'all want upstairs looking for you. Yeah, you can take the room back over. See what? I'm doing a podcast out here. And I'm about to go to the gas station to get something to drink. You can take the room back over. Go in the room. Huh? Yeah, go in the room. When I go, you can have the room. Yeah, I'm looking upstairs. See, it's so quiet. Yo, when the Rena's not here, right? Yo, when Coach Reen ain't here, man, it's like peace. Reen keeps drama. She keeps drama, man. Go next door with that bullshit, man. All right, let's get started now, y'all. Run through a couple of topics. So yesterday I had a fire panel.
This is the four-way diametrics.
Right? I just remixed some of this my panel, my content from yesterday. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here. Now y'all remember that this was my format, right? I fell back from doing this format once I started seeing niggas really copying. Like, to me, content making and blogging is like nasty work. Yo, dudes will try to run with your whole style, right? It's just like, you niggas is weirdo tendencies, man. Weirdo tendencies. They'll run with your whole format style, right? Like, shout out to my girl, Kathy Black. Like Kathy Black said, when another man is obsessed with you that much that they just try to emulate everything you do, you're a bitch. You're a girl. That's a woman's tendency. Well, let's get over here, man. Oh my God, this exercise right here, This is the big dog, Big Herc. Yo, let me show you. This brother is strong. Get out of here. Move, move, move. Go, go, go. Go in the room, man. Go in the room. Brownie's fine. Get up out of here, man. This dude is this yo. I think he got what he say 20 something inch arms, 24-inch arm, big, massive man. But he could do flips. He could do all type of shit. But yeah, you gotta do this set right here. This is the money set right here. And I'm gonna show you what he eats in a second after he finishes this set. I think he got music playing, so I ain't gonna play the music. But man, that is big money right there. Big money. That right there is the money right there. Those, but the whole set, what he's doing is good money. But I want to show you how much this guy eats in a sitting. Yeah, those pullovers is tough right there. But I'm gonna show you, yo, this dude puts them plates down. He's a trucker. Right? See, I follow people and support people, regardless. But look,
this is the four-way dimetrics.
I ain't gonna play the music. Look, he gets it in all over, man. But look what he be busting down, right? Look what he busts down real quick, man. I think this is what I was saying today.
Yeah.
Double cheeseburger fries.
Over here in Memphis, Tennessee, man. Eating buff.
Hey,
Cheese eggs. Cheese eggs. Double cheese.
Who's in Memphis, Tennessee?
Coke waters.
Water. Look, that's a lot of food, man. That's a lot. But when you look how big and massive this man is, right? Yeah, you gotta eat like that. Look how big he is. You gotta eat like that. You gotta eat like that. Look, you gotta eat like that. This is a big man. Big man. Look how big his arms is, man. Big, massive man. Strong too. Look. Strong as an ox, man. Strong as an ox, man. But he had a double cheeseburger. It looked like 6 pancakes, right? 6 pancakes and cheese eggs. That's a lot of food to intake. Now, when I watched this, right, it made me think of Kai Green. Because, see, that's what I got to start doing. I got to get back on my content wave like that. Just really leaving the box and shit alone, right? Yeah, I remember watching Kai Green. Shout out to Kai Green. Kai Green's out of Brooklyn. I remember I seen him in the gym one time on Long Island, right? And when you see some of these big weightlifter guys in real life, and you see how massive they are, like, yo, they're big. Like, I'm a big dude. I weigh like 225, right? But yo, these dudes make you feel small. Like I said, I weigh 225. I got weight on me, man. This guy made me feel smart. But at the time when I seen him, I think I was like 200, maybe 198, right? I was a lot slimmer, right? But still in all, I'm 200 pounds, 200 plus pounds. You're a big man, right? You have weight. I think Kai Green was like three. Yo, dude was like, yeah, they just look, when you look at them, how big their legs and arms, they look fake. It looks surreal. Like I always wanted to meet Ronnie Coleman. Not now. I still do. Let me take that back. I still want to meet him, but I wanted to meet him when, shout out to my boy Mike. When we used to work out, he put me on the Ronnie Coleman. I used to want to meet him. Because dude was like, and I was hoping when I was in Texas, I was going to run into him. Because he's from down there in the Dallas, Arlington area. I wanted to see him, but I was doing so much, I didn't get a chance to go over to the gym. I seen where his gym was at. And I wanted to run into him, man. Lightweight, baby. Ronnie Coleman, right? But back to Kai Green. Kai Green, and he's not that tall of a dude. Yo, when I tell you his back, like he's like, yo, them dudes are like so wild. I don't know how they travel, right? If I was to ever interview those type of guys, that's what I would ask. And that would be one of my number one questions. Interviewing one of them would be like, yo, do you have to purchase 2 seats when you fly? How does that work? Because those dudes are wide, bro. Like his back, all this up, like yo, he's just a big wide dude. All of those guys that compete in that type of shit, Mr. Olympian and all that, they're big. And you see my man right here, Big Herc, big strong West Coast guy, trucker. He be all over. But I want to play one of his videos where he does some flips. For a big dude like that, he's very nimble. He's very nimble. Look how massive of a man he is, man. Made me think of Kai Green. But dude does flips and shit. Watch this, man. As big as this nigga is, man. Look, very agile. Look. Look how big he is. I want to show you how big this nigga is. Look at him, man. It's a big, massive man. But watch how agile he is. He does flips, man. He's a big, agile man. Watch this shit. He can do flips, all type of, to be that big and carry that much weight. He eats a lot. Look at all them chicken wings right there. Drinks a lot of water, so you got to drink water. Where's the videos with the flips? This is my guy CT Fletcher, big CT. That's a lot of iron on that, man. Where's his videos where he's flipping, man? Hold on. See how long I've been following this guy for a long time. Look at all them pancakes, man. When he was big here, but he's a lot bigger now. Where is the flips, man? He must have took him down. He must have took him down. But dude is for a big dude his size, he's agile. He had to take him down. I would have seen it already. Damn. Look at all these tacos he ate. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 tacos. God damn. That's a lot of food. See, that's him a lot smaller, but he's still big as fuck right here. But he done blew up, man. Let me see if I can see the flips. Nah, he must have took him down. They would have, one of them would have popped up already. But my man is mad nimble to be that big. That's what impressed me the most. That's what impressed me the most. But I guess he took him down. He took them shits down. But that's what impressed me the most about him. Now this right here, I gotta stop this. Yo, Tim Bradley. For those of y'all, a lot of y'all don't like Bradley. Salute, Tom. How you feeling, good brother? Let me see. Yes, Merry Malcolm Xmas. And have an awesome Christmas with the family. Yeah, I'm just chilling right now, man. I did my hunting for the day. I'm in the crib. I'm going to try to do an hour. Maybe I'll stay on for 2. I don't know. It's very peaceful in here right now. Reen is next door. Nasaya got on her Beats by Dre. Right? Brownie's getting adjusted to the equipment, right? You won't even know Brownie's out here right now. Getting him ready, I'm grooming him. So I could record around him and stuff, right? Because I'm going hard in 2026 streaming. We going hard, man. We're going hard. You already see the movement, how we moving already now with the literature and the content and the AI and the thumbnails and all that. Oh, man, 2026, we really going to flood it and turn it up. But this was Tim Bradley. I seen this coming because remember he always wanted to fight. Jalen Love kind of fronted on him, and I knew it was gonna go left, right? When he brought up that man's wife and family, and I knew it was gonna go left because one thing, listen, if you agree or disagree with Tim Bradley, one thing you cannot slight on him is he is a fighter, and he's a decorated fighter, right? Whether you like him or not, he's a fighter, man. He made his bones in that ring, right? He made his bone like I think that's why Bradley fucks with me, man. Every time I see him, he always throws my daughter's money. It's because like at the end of the day, I might not agree. Like when he was going hard at Jihad, I was like, yo, what's up with that? And I think how I broke it down to him, right? It really made him respect it more, and it made him respect what I was saying. Because I was like, I wasn't mad at him for fronting on Jihad, but I'm like, yo, you came up through the ranks the same way you be killing Jake Paul, how he's fake. You gotta respect Jihad, and Jihad turned pro at 17 years old. And I remember Bradley, I said this to him, and he seen the content. That's how I was broke through to him. I'm like, yo, when you was 17 years old, you was fighting in amateur tournaments, getting beat up. Figured it out. This nigga's fighting grown men at the highest level. Look, it's a couple of major leagues in boxing. Premier Boxing, Top Rank, Golden Boy, Matchroom. These are all the major promotional companies. So if you are able to secure a promotional contract with any of those, you're in the major leagues. You're not on the Chitlin circuit. You're not in the minor leagues. You're in the major leagues, the bright lights. Jihad did that at 17 years old. Timothy Bradley was very critical of him a lot. And I was like, I remember being in the fighter meetings. I didn't say nothing. I was like, yo, I was just checking them out. And then the fighter meeting, I've been to a lot of fighter meetings, right? Little old me, man. A guy that does no views on YouTube, right? But I remember being in the fighter meetings, just getting a feel and hand them out, right? And I always used to want to say, like, yo, man, why you be so hard on Jihad? You don't have that same energy for Xander, Abdullah, all these other guys, right? But let me see what my good brother Tom is talking about. He said, Tim Bradley, I can't read this, brother. Sometimes now either start boxing again because I believe somebody's going to really give you a punch. And he's going to fight back, Tom. Yo, listen, I was there. I was there when Brian Norman Sr. made that WWE move. Listen, if he would have popped off on Tim Bradley, he might have got beat up. After what we just witnessed, right? And I was trying to always give him the benefit of the doubt too, because he was a boxer, right? But after what I see, how he got yoked up in NYC by the Haiti goon security, he might have got beat up, man. Because listen, I keep telling dudes, man, Tim Bradley's no slouch, man. Bradley's no slouch. Niggas don't like him because how he comes off and his character on YouTube and Top Rank and all that. But he's not a slouch, man. He's not a chump, man. You think if you still on Tim Bradley? We seen the small clip, Bud dropped him, and he got up throwing bolos, still trying to bang out. He's not no slouch, man. Like, niggas be getting the game fucked up, like, because they don't like you. Like, that's the nigga in niggas, this dumb. They think, all right, because you don't like somebody, right, does not take away from what they are capable of and what they are, right? Like, a lot of people don't like me, and they try to put a characteristic on me, right? And I had to laugh. I'm like, yo, this nigga really wants to beat me, but he don't like me. But this is what he's telling y'all, that I'm pussy. No. He might be looking in the mirror. He might be going through, looking in the mirror, because there is nothing pussy about me. If you put your hands on me, I may try to kill you. I'm gonna just be honest. A pussy's not gonna do that. If I have my gun on me, right, and you put your hand, I might shoot you. I really might. Oh, you're definitely gonna get a gun butt. You're gonna get beat with a gun, but you might get shot, man. But they wanted you to believe that I was pussy. No, people be looking in the mirror. But Timothy Bradley's no slouch, man. He said, Coach, talking to Tim Bradley is like talking to Trump. I don't believe you got to work. Now, Tim's all right, man. That's his character, bro. Listen, Tim's all right, man. Tim's all right, man. Listen, he's smart. See, a smart dude knows how to play on people's emotions. And I'm not saying you, Tom, but see, he knows like how they call him Uncle Ruckus and all of this shit. Yo, Tim Bradley got a hot YouTube channel because of all of that, man. He's smart, man. He said Tim Bradley never had the energy that little Chihuahua Norman. Yo, listen. Yo, he wasn't. Yo, Tom, I was dead. Yo, Brian Norman tried to size him up and intimidate him. Yo, he was ready for him to pop off, man. But see, man, I wish, man. Listen, the old me, I would have made them fight, man. If my man NYT was in, NYT would tell you, and J Knight, I would have agitated that shit, man. I would have agitated that shit. I was right there. Man. He fronted, man, like he was gonna do something. Like, yo, you know how, like, listen, Tom, truth be told, that's why I play the background. I be chilling, right? These niggas, like, you know how easy it is if you really have an issue with niggas and this boxing shit, right? We all be at the same hotel, man. Yo, all the fighters, the executives, everybody's at the same hotel. You know how much you run into these people in the hotel in passing? Like going out the hotel, maybe running somewhere to go get something to eat. Yo, you run into them, man. You see them in passing. Anytime somebody does something like at a public event right around me, I'd be like, nah, you ain't like that, homie. You was not like that. Yo, you trying to either make a scene or you want somebody to get arrested. What is the real end game with this? Because we was just at the hotel. We was at the hotel. If it was up, we could have went around the corner. We could have swiped the things and went into the gym. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. It's like it's WWE, man. He said, Coach Tim Bradley's hard to listen to. His character, yeah. His character, Desert Storm's character, but he knows. He's smart, man. His internet character, his boxing internet character, he got YouTube on fire, man. He has the YouTube community on fire. And I'm gonna tell you something. He's being kind of blackballed, right? And you know how I know, and I'm gonna put y'all on. He's being blackballed, and that's probably why I'm gonna play this after I say what I say, and that's why he wants to whoop Jake Paul and them's ass. Because if you look, Top Rank doesn't have a situation right now. He's a decorated commentator, analyst. A lot of the other guys are getting work with MVP, Netflix, all of these other, what's the name? Jake Paul and then probably, if you know, niggas in the industry are gatekeepers. They do industry sucker shit. I speak about this all the time. They probably did that to Bradley, bro. Because I seen my homegirl, she just worked the fight. Mark Kriegel's been working fights. Andre Ward, all of these guys. Even many of the guys over there at PBC, they're getting opportunities. They're still doing their craft. Timothy Bradley, it seems like he's being blackballed, man. But let's listen to what Bradley got to say right here, yeah. Content.
He's fake. That's how you feel. truly feel. I'll bust him up and his trainer in the same night. 2 for 1.
That's a 2 for 1 special.
Hey,
you
bro,
heard it right here.
And then I'm looking at his career. I'm watching him fight, and I'm like, I can beat this bum. I can beat this dude. I don't care if he's 175 pounds. I fought bigger guys my entire career. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, he 3 years out of the game. I'm 9 years out of the game. I was like, he ain't got no chin. You know, he ain't even won the world championship. You know what I'm saying? And so I just went on this major rant, bro, and let him know. 2 for 1. The 2 for 1. Hey, I'll fight you and Jake Paul in the same night. They make their own rules in the game, bro. Because they got the money, they make their own rules. Yeah, he called me up and was like, you get me, right? And I go, well, I want you and your fighter. And he goes, well, you got to go through me first. And I'm like, oh, that's easy. I'll go through you, but you make sure when you do send the contract having him added on the back end of that. He goes, you only get me. And I go, whoa. I want Jakey Jake. I want fake Jake too. I want you, dirty man.
Yeah, see, that's why I think they ain't fucking with him, man. And they doing the industry shit. They blackballing them because everybody else is, working. They working these fights. They doing commentary. They analyzing, doing the analyst shit. But they ain't letting Tim Bradley on right now, man. They ain't letting Tim Bradley on, right? But I like his take on. I told you him and Jalen Love was gonna have to get down, or he was gonna want to get down with him, man. When Jalen Love made them statements about his wife, and I was like, nah, I know that ain't gonna sit right. Bradley can fight. He's not a sucker. You don't talk about a man's significant other or his kids, shit like that, unless you want to fight, man. Now, if it's a nigga that don't fuck with the bitch like that and you talk or speak on her, that's a different story. But when you talk about and Bradley's married, has a family and all that, of course he's gonna be ready to get down. I would pay to see him and Jalen Love fight, man. He said, I forgot the name of the fighter that had an issue with Tank Davis. I believe the fight was from Philly. They used to transfer. Oh, Tevin Farmer. Him and Tevin Farmer, Tom. That was Tev. But Jalen Love was the gatekeeper, man. But you see, Bradley knows the business. Bradley said, yeah, I'll fight you. But we got to have that in the contract that after I whoop you out, I get Jake Paul on the back end. Smart play. But they'll never do it. We got to see how Jake bounces back, man. Jake took a real old-fashioned one, man. He got his ass whooped. He really got his ass whooped, right? Anthony Joshua wasn't playing with him, man. Big AJ, man. Sweet Caroline whooped him out. I'm just reading something, yeah. That was tough right there. That was tough. Somebody sent me something. I got to get that up. He said Jake Paul better take the money and become a promoter and leave boxing alone. Well, he is already a promoter, Tom. He got a lot of the women, man. He got all the only chick that he don't got that's really got the game on smash, Clarissa Shields. And he'll probably never work with her. That's just they on that industry shit. Remember, Clarissa wanted to fight him and was fronting on him. So what he did, he signed everybody else but her and tried to make all them mad money. Amanda Soriana, Alicia Baumgardner. Now he got my girl Raquel Miller. She should be fighting. I gotta hit her sister up. I was always trying to interview her, but I kind of fell back from the interviews. You know, the interview thing ain't my shit no more, man. I just see where they started going with that, right? Because what I started noticing with the social media and the game, right? All these gatekeeping motherfuckers, right? People that are gatekeepers and have that gatekeeping uh tendency. What they try to do is when they think they have you figured out, right? And I watched it with the media shit. I watched them put people, right, try to steal my moves, right, on my Eddie King, like try to riff like me, try to put people in the way, right? And they do it now. That's why I say the media game is so watered down, and the YouTube game is watered down because the people that are pushed in front of us to be the guys doing the interviews and these characters, they have no substance. They're Elvis Presley types. They try to watch what you do, and see now how I'm killing them with the AI and all that. I'm murdering them because they could never. Majority of these guys that they try to put in position and give manufacture motion, they make fighters uncomfortable. One, they don't even like most of the fighters. And I'm gonna use this one particular dude. He interviewed Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason was so uncomfortable with him because the energy. That's why I always say to the fighters, you know, the vibes. When the vibes is off, and then what they try to do is this. And no knock, it's easier to push a bitch. See, I'm gonna say a bitch because I'm on my Mac shit, my pimp shit, right? These niggas that love to get a bitch. If she looks good on the eyes, even better. If she got a curvy body, nice, you know, even better. They'll push a bitch quick. But a lot of times the things with the females is, look at that one with Anthony Joshua. She got out of pocket. See, some of these women don't know how to control that shit. They're gonna get out of pocket. A real man to bring the whore out of them, respectfully. It's just content, y'all. It's just content. Tom say he got to do the promoting full time. That 92 million set him straight. But them dudes come from money, Tom. They don't, the poor brothers, they get so much money off of YouTube, man. Did you ever see that? Like you told me, look that up, Tom. The money that they made off of YouTube. That's they was playing around with boxing, man. That's why, look, a lot of fighters, and I'm gonna speak on this, right? A lot of fighters didn't like him because he was making more money than they ever made in boxing. And they didn't respect it because they look at it like, yo, you didn't put no work in. That's the thing that I don't like about boxing. Like the boxing industry, a lot of these dudes have the gatekeeper mentality. And then, see, me personally, right? It's cool to have that shit. But when you gatekeep with certain niggas and you start fucking with money and all that, and a nigga want to go across your fucking head, you got to remember that now. You're a fighter. This is the fight game. So when you start playing these games, right? Because they did it with me for years. And when I ran down on a lot of these niggas in real life, and they seen how real aggressive I was, right? And so it's like, because I'm like, yo, you playing with food. I don't play those games. That's why, respectfully, when it comes to this content creating shit, I don't fuck with a lot of these dudes, man. Once you show me your mode as a man on this with content, if you cross the line with me, you got to stay on that line now. You got to stay on that side. Because I'll fuck you up, man. I don't play those games, man. Too many of these niggas play games. Like my man Sub-Zero said, they be characters and cartoons. I don't do that, man. You see my content today. I get outside. I'm outside with the people, man. I'm very accessible, man. I was running around LI today, man. My last delivery was in Ronkonkoma. I was all over today a little bit, man. Ran into some good people that I seen, right? But yeah, 92 million is a lot of money. But you know what I'm gonna do right now? Tom, if you're still in here, What was that Vlad TV interview you wanted me to look at? Who was it with? I'll do it right now. Who was it with? And how I'll do it. Who was it with, Tom? If you're still, please still be here. I was looking at Neckbone. It wasn't Neckbone, right? The big homie Neckbone. Neckbone did mad years. Who was it with, Tom? Because Vlad got a lot of interviews out. I was watching Neckbone. Was it Mano? Was it the Mano one? It was the Mano one, right? I think it was the Mano one. Was it the Mano one? If it was the Mano one, I got it right here. I can play the audio. I'm gonna do the audio. I just want to make sure was it the Mano interview? Tom. If it was Mano, I got it right here to go. Hopefully it was Mano. Because they just dropped part 2. Oh, you hear my man snoring?
If you don't get approved, they give you $50 just for trying. It takes like 2 minutes.
All right, here we go. Mano.
Hey.
Y'all can hear it, right? This is Vlad TV Mano interview.
One of my OG guests that was actually doing interviews with me during the DVD era.
In the street.
That's right. That's right, in Brooklyn. That's right. Actually, that was one of the first interviews that got released on Vlad TV because we kind of talked during the transition.
Right, on YouTube.
Right, YouTube, exactly. Exactly. Well, lots to talk about, but first of all, you know what we're starting with.
What's good?
The 50 Cent beef. Or whatever you want to call it at this point.
Right.
Now, Tony Ayo's my man. He's a regular on my show, so we're not going to be just, trashing 50 or whatever else. We're going to talk about the situation. So, I guess it started when you guys were talking about the 50 Cent documentary, the Diddy documentary, the 50 Cent.
All right. Mano probably got paid for this, as he should. So he is capitalizing, I want to say, off of the alley-oop that 50 threw him. Because that's what I think it is at the end of the day. I think 50 looked out for these guys. I'm gonna call you back. I'm on the podcast. I think 50 looked out for these guys. That's what he does. If 50 mentions you or trolls you and shit, it's kind of like a layup. It's an alley-oop, it's an assist. What you do, it is on you. All right? Man, you hear this guy snoring? That's Brownie. He's getting good. He's relaxed. He's relaxed, man. Good dude right here. He got the Zeus effect. He's snoring. But yeah, so I think he got paid for this, right? Well, let's see what he's talking about because I didn't hear it yet.
Is that executive produced?
Well, technically, we wasn't really talking about the documentary. We were just in general having a conversation about how would you feel if somebody did a documentary on you. It was an in general conversation.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do understand why somebody would take it that way. Like, because I probably would feel like if it was me, that people were talking about me. But going into it, that wasn't the intention. You know what I mean? It was a question about how would you feel if a doc was done on you. You know what I mean?
Did you guys call it a mockumentary or something like that?
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's about interpretation. Right? You know what I mean? It's context. I mean, I can't speak for nobody else, but it was basically based off of how if somebody had done something like that to you, like a documentary on you.
All right, let me stop. I'm looking at the comments, man. So the comments said the bully's getting bullied. he's backpedaling. So about a minute 47 into this interview, it does look like that. It does come off like that, man. It does come off like that. Now I'm gonna put the description. I mean the link to this in the what's name. It does seem like he's backpedaling right now.
And without your consent, is it a documentary or is it something else?
Well, most documentaries are done without the person's consent. Right. That's just the nature of a
understand
documentary. Now, there are some, like, for example, the Eddie Murphy documentary that he's involved in. But usually these are more softball documentaries because notice how the whole picking up of the trans story was not in the, in the Eddie Murphy documentary.
Listen to what I'm saying. Right? Listen to what I'm saying, though. And I got to be very careful with this because the thing is this. Words, when they come out sometimes, the context of them, right? Were we specifically talking about the documentary? No. In the times that we living in, it's going to be perceived that we were. So I understand why he took it that way. Because I probably would have took it the same way.
Right.
Now, the question was like, is that legal for somebody to do? This is a general conversation. I said, if you Googleable, what's the word? Googleable.
Yeah, Googleable. Let's run with that.
If you had any sense of notoriety or you've been in the spotlight, so to speak,
a public figure,
right? Then it kind of comes with the territory.
Correct.
Would I want that for my?
So, damn, they're saying he's backpedaling. It does. I don't know, man. Maybe, like I said, me personally, I think 50 threw him an alley-oop. Well, threw him an alley-oop right now. He's on Vlad. Vlad is doing what Vlad does, trying to make it messy. This is part one. Hopefully, this is what Tom was talking about. And I'm watching this with y'all. It does seem like he's backpedaling. I agree with some of these comments in the comment section.
Myself, probably not, but it is what it is. But I get it from both angles, though. Were we specifically trying to, shame what he had going on now?
I mean, look, how many DJ Vlad documentaries there are on YouTube at this point?
Yeah.
Probably like a dozen. Right. I mean, full-blown hour-long.
Everything is on YouTube, though, Vlad. This is different.
Well,
this is a major production.
I understand that, but it's kind of the same thing. Once you put yourself out there.
We met in high school. Our daughter is 10 weeks old, very fresh. We had.
You can
once you out there, people get to be able to take things from from this place and that place and build a story on it, right? So, I mean, the conversation wasn't about that documentary in particular, but just about the legalities behind being able to do one in general. Period. Point blank.
Well, right. You could do a documentary. You could also get sued for that documentary. It goes hand in hand.
I think Mano, like I said, the comments are saying he's backpedaling. He's not on it like he was with TMZ. Because I think he knows, like, Vlad is a little messier, more skilled. He's trying to get him to say something. But he's not yet. He's not. He said Coach Mano sounds real different on the DJ Vlad interview. And that red and black he has on. That's what we breaking down right now, Tom. I'm glad you're back over here. Yeah, they definitely said he's backpedaling. Because remember, we talked about this last week, Tom. They don't have the power or the resources to go to war with 50, man.
From what I understand, Diddy's actually suing 50 for like $1 billion or something for this documentary, and that all comes with, with the playing field.
Right. And so the where it gets taken out of context is that when it's like, oh, we was defending. We having an in-general conversation about this or that. The podcast that we got is not so much built on trying to tear other people down. If you see the clips that we actually going rival for. It's really us talking about each other, like me talking about myself, or
Oh man, that comment is fitting right now. I just stopped it again. It's about another 3.5 minutes of this part. This is part one. Part two just dropped. But he said he sounds like he's backpedaling like Michael Phelps in the backstroke finals. And yes, we did talk about that. Yeah, he does, man. In the comments, that's all they saying. Yo, in the comments. But like I said, man, they don't have the resources to fuck with 50, man. Like 50 threw them an alley. You on Vlad TV right now. Vlad probably paid you. Right? So, you know, run your plays now. Run your plays. He said, you know how I know Mano's trying to piece it up. He's on a platform that totally, yeah. That's what Vlad let it be known. That was Vlad's code right there. When Vlad was like, yo, Tony Yayo's a regular over here, letting them know, like, listen, you already know where my allegiance is. You know what my allegiance is, man.
Or whatever we got going on. We specifically said that we not gonna, be running, what's my opinion on this person, or what's my opinion on that person, or trying to make, a platform based around our opinions on others. So something can happen and we can internalize it, right? So it's like, we're not specifically talking about that documentary and the details of it, but the legalities on if you could even make a documentary. But I get it. Like I said, I understand, it's the way he took it, because I probably would have took it the same way, especially with the fact that all the backlash he was getting anyway.
Well, you get a lot of backlash. It's also like one of the number one.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
that. You
that.
gotta go hand in hand.
But I'm glad. Don't take what I'm saying. I understand why he would take it that way. Right?
Yo, 50 got them under pressure, man. Yo, either 50 got them under pressure or trying to put out content, man. Yo, man, listen, it's content, man. If y'all want that 50 and 50 got back at y'all, right? It's content, man. But I get it, man. We talked about this. 50 flexed so hard on that, man. With that whole buying the property shit. It really exposed them, man. It made them look crazy, bro. It made them look crazy. Like, damn, are y'all not rolling like that, man? Like, come on. That was a bad, crazy look. But I get it, man. I get it.
Same time, our podcast dropped, and it felt like probably a bunch of niggas just coming at him.
Right. Well, so then the back and forth started. Mm-hmm. So he said that I guess the building you guys are filming in owes money, and he's going to buy the building and buy half your podcast.
Right.
You responded. You put a picture of him with like a wig, and you did mention that he's the one that helped you out early on in your career.
Absolutely.
And we talked about that on our show at one point. 100%. And I thought that was dope to actually, 100%. Say, listen, right. I respect the dude, but if we're on, then it's on.
Right. Look, first of all, I don't think it's a real beef.
No.
I don't think it's that serious. Sometimes men have misunderstandings, and it is what it is. I don't think it's nothing, like that at all. He said what he said, things got said. Look, I don't think he worried about it one bit.
No.
I think he's somewhere smiling, living it up, doing what he doing. I don't think he give two fucks, honestly.
Yeah, I think that it was promo for the video. I think maybe some people that watched the back and forth
it's good for us. I said beef 150 is good for business.
Listen. But, I remember you and I spoke, and I was like, I'm about to be in town. Come do my show. If you want me to do, y'all's show, I'll come through. And you're like, oh, we don't have guests.
Right.
I'm like, oh, shit, I never noticed that.
Right.
I just never thought about it.
Right.
Because most podcasts have guests.
Right.
But I'm like, okay, that's smart. If you guys, could pull it off without the guests, I could.
They backpedal, man. Well, part 2's about to drop. Yo, Snapple Fruit Punch. One of my favorites. No other fruit punch tastes like it. The Snapple Fruit Punch has its own distinguished taste. My least favorite now, maybe Hawaiian Punch. But Snapple Fruit Punch is my favorite. But yeah, he was backpedaling, man. He's definitely backpedaling. I think, 50 kind of exposed those guys. But part 2 dropped. Let's check out part 2, y'all. Part 2 just dropped. That was part 1. And Tom, you get the executive producer credit on that, brother. You definitely get the credit for that, man. You told me to check that out earlier. I said I was going to get to it. Here's part 2.
Well, we touched on Diddy. You and I spoke before I dropped my interview about the male escort and the whole 3-inch situation. Now all that's out there. He actually reposted it. I didn't even know. Did you want that tape? Yeah, I know, because Sly actually hit me. He's like, yo, you see the 50 just posted our shit? And I'm like, yo, I didn't even know. And 50 in the comments like, yo, Vlad, I need that tape. I saw the tape.
You saw, what you mean, the tape?
The freak off tape. The video. Because here's what happened, right? Because people are like, oh, how did he get it? So Diddy would film all these freak offs on a cell phone. And this one night, he mixed up his phone with this dude Sly's phone. Right. Because he said that, their phones were just similar. Probably like the same type phone, maybe the same case. Right. Plus it's like, everyone's high and, there's lubrication everywhere, baby oil, and, one phone falls, you pick up a wrong phone. So he filmed the whole thing on Sly's phone. So Sly showed me the whole video.
Well, he sat it down and just...
He sat it down. And first you see Sly and 50's baby mother, stuff like that. And what I was not prepared for is that Diddy walks into the frame. and Diddy is all oiled up too, right? I did not want to see that shit, but now I can't unsee it. Now I can't unsee it.
And what you think you about to have this conversation with me about it, nigga? I don't want to talk about
I know, right? But all I want to say is this, right? When you found out about...
Yo, you were spot on. I'm watching this. This is my first time watching this. Not only is he uncomfortable, they lined him up. See, that's why I said he got paid for this interview. But he probably didn't know that some of this shit was going to be brought up. Right? Because you see, not only is he uncomfortable, he don't want to talk about certain shit. Because the industry, he's in the industry, man. He don't want to talk about this shit. Right?
Diddy's medical condition.
What medical condition?
He has a micro penis.
Glad. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't know
It's
nothing about
a medical condition.
Listen, this is blasphemy. Right here. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to talk about it.
Yo, they got him. They got him.
Man, what are we doing, man?
When I heard it, I'm like, it explains everything. I get it now. I completely get it.
Yo, they got him, man.
I guess to get dudes to do a job you can't do yourself. You're outsourcing a certain part of your job. I mean, it all just kind of made sense to me. It all made sense.
Yo, you a madman.
Yo, they got him.
Right.
Yeah, they got him, right? They got him. Yo, they paid him for this interview. This is part 2, man. Not only is he uncomfortable, yeah, they set him up, man.
Tweet, I said, Diddy gonna hate me for the rest of his life when I drop this interview.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't think me and Diddy ever gonna be cool again after this. I think that's it.
So, but why did that not come out in the trial then? That would have been...
What is it to come out in the trial?
Because that would have been, if that was true, that would have been like a reason for what these pre-calls is about, right?
That's not a reason. I mean, that's just
damn. Yeah, but Uncle Murder's with them, man. Uncle Murder probably looked out and like, yo, you don't want to be on that side of the fence. But yeah, that part 2, he was real uncomfortable. Vlad lined him up, man. Now I want to know if he knew. See, sometimes when you do these interviews, right, and you go on these platforms, but when they pay you, right, and Vlad pays these dudes, man, right? When they pay you, that's how they do you, man. Right now, if he didn't pay him, Mano could have been like, yo, this, that, and the third. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about that. But when they pay you, and that's how Vlad gets these niggas, man. Vlad pays them. And when he pays you, that's what he's gonna do, man. That's exactly what he's gonna do to run the numbers up, man. And yes, Tom, you were spot on. He looked very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable, to say the least, man. To say the least. Like I got my hour and 5 in the building. Smash the like button, y'all. We just doing some Xmas, Malcolm Xmas, Christmas content, man. On this Wednesday night, you hear Brownie? That's the Brown man. He said, I still haven't seen anybody talk to DJ Vlad like Tony Yayo was offered millions of dollars to stay off with DJ Vlad by 50 Cent. 50 Cent does not like Vlad. Well, he knew that the money. Yayo's supposed to have a podcast situation coming up. Yayo's good for a podcast, man. Hey, Joanne, what's going on? Yes, I'm good, man. You wrapping gifts up? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm in the crib. I'm chilling. I ended my hunt like I think my last order I did was like 2 something. I was just sitting here playing around with a little bit of content, remixing some stuff. He said yes. Uncle Murder. Yeah, they got you right there. I'm yawning. Uncle Murder and what's the name? I think their podcast is gonna do well. I think they'll be like, because Tony Yayo tells good stories. This should be like Fat Joe and Jada. See, Fat Joe and Jada shit is good because Fat Joe just tells good stories, right? I think that Tony Yayo shit and Uncle Murder shit is gonna do real well. It's gonna do real well. I think Jim Jones, Mano, and them, they in trouble, man. But they can make their way around this. I just think that like certain rappers, yawning, right? Certain rappers, regardless, they're not gonna be able to make the transition over to be podcasters, man. They're just not, man. You know, but some will. Some will do very well. Some will make the transition over like Cam and Mace. It's all about the deal. Because you know, all this shit is controlled, Tom. You know that shit. And a lot of them, if you're not strong, if you can't do it on your own independently, right? If you can't do it on your own independently, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. And I think a lot of the rappers can't do it independently. You too, Joanne. Have a good one. He says the Young Buck story is about to expose Fat Joe. There was too many people there. Yeah. Remember, yo, Fat. But listen, man. I don't think it's gonna matter, man. Cause remember, that's Fat Joe's lane. Like he tells lies, man, and people like that shit. He been doing that on the podcast forever, man. I just think like, oh yeah, the way where he's at with it, you know where he's at, like that's his deal, man. He sits on the couch, he tells crazy stories, right? People soak it up and they run with it, man. They definitely run with it, man. Yo, this chair is so comfortable. That's why I'm yawning, man. This is one of my lounge chairs right here, man. Like I could literally sleep in this chair right here, man. I did. I used to sleep in this chair too. I'm yawning. Look, tearing in the eyes. Like if this was an adult beverage right here, right? In my adult beverage days, I'll sleep in this chair. I'll get the sipping, fuck around, fall asleep, man. I mean, that's how comfortable this chair is right here. He said, Coach, that goes that goes to the credibility of the people who will listen to him. I definitely don't listen to you because I want to hear some lies. I listen to you. Yeah, but well, you know, we had but Tom, let me tell you this, man. I value you because you have been a day one supporter, right? But they always was telling me, right? The people that really run this shit and control this shit, I needed to be a character. I needed to be a gimmick. I needed to do like that. That's the internet, YouTube, television, right? Because this is look, YouTube having a platform is all television. This is television. It's televised, right? We're being televised, right? And they would always tell me I needed to do this, I needed to do that. So now I do. But my character is real. Like I said, you see me outside and you still on me, and I got my gun on me, I might shoot you. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Then I'll go viral, man. And then I'll go viral, man. You heard? He said, always stay authentic, always stay the course, right? And then I'll go viral, man. Like today, I was running around Walmart. I had it on me, man. I would have went viral. I was ready, man. I was hoping, man. I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna see one of these niggas that think it's sweet with me or something. Look, I'm out here. Look. And I had the bait on. Look, I had the bait. Tom, look, I had the bait on. That nigga tried to rob me. Yeah, he tried to rob me, man. Yeah. Yeah, he said, why does everybody go viral at war? Man, I can't, man. I seen Earl Spencer's uncle. I was kicking it with him for a hot second. He was in there getting gift cards. I see my other people. I was like, man, I can't, man. I can't, man. It was packed though. Walmart made a lot of money. They just closed. So they closed at 6:00. 6:00. Yeah, they closing in 15 minutes, man. It was the stores were empty. The stores were empty. But I was in the Walmart. I was in a couple different Walmarts moving around. I was at Home Depot. I did my first one was at Home Depot. Took me all the way out east, Patchogue. And shit. I got my incentive. Matter of fact, speaking on that, let me make sure. Because look, I don't have my cards. Remember, Black Friday, the bank shit happened with me. So a lot of my cards aren't linked. But let me just check something real quick. Make sure the funds are accessible. Right? But how's the content, y'all? How are we doing? Yeah. Yo, Big Si. Yo, Big Si, what up? It's just me and Big Si in the crib, man. Yo, what did you say you want to drink again? It's just me and Big Si, man. Big Si, what did you say you want to drink again? Huh?
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, what do you want to drink?
I don't know.
Well, it's some fruit punch in there, but I'm gonna go to the store. What do you want? You don't know. I'll figure it out, man. I'm about to leave. I'm about to run out to the store. Yo, that's Big Side, man. Yo, Big Side, the general. Oh yeah, they gave me my incentive. Look, Ocean Spray Cranberry Mango. That's good. Yo, Tom, you don't know that. Yo, that right there goes good with liquor. That goes good with liquor. Oh, they didn't give me my what's the name yet. I didn't get my incentive. I didn't get my incentive yet, man. I think is that your uncle outside playing that loud ass music? Yeah, that's your uncle. Go get him, Daffy. Send Daffy on his ass. Go get him, Daffy. Yeah, Daffy. Yeah, Daffy knows. You want to go outside too? Yeah, come on. Come on, big boy. Come on, fella. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Get him. Yo, it's freaking cold out there, man. I ain't gonna hold you. It's cold. It is freezing out there, man. I've been in the crib too long. He said Ocean Spray Cranberry, cherry pineapple, and the white cranberry is actually a good and look at too. Yo, a lot of the different cranberry blends, man. And cranberry, you know, the Ocean Sprays and all those, they go good with either white or dark, whatever you feeling. Whatever you feeling. You could blend those real good with some good cognac. They're nice and smooth. Or vodka, tequilas. It's good, man. You know, see, look, I can speak on that. I don't drink no more, but I know. I was a mixologist, man. I was a mixologist. My card is being shipped, so my card won't be here. So I'll just let this money pile up on that card, right? Or I could, you know, move it over to my account, right? Damn, that storm is coming, y'all. That storm is coming, y'all. That storm is coming Friday. Look. Look, everybody's calling me, man. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this content. I'm gonna put some more out right now. Right? Yo, what did your mother say about that bird? This one stays with the beats by Dre on, man. Coach, don't forget about the conversation you had not too long ago. Brothers not being in shape. They can't run. Yeah, that's a fact, Tom. Yeah, Tom, you should see how I was running around and what's next. I was fronting on them niggas today with that, Tom. I did an order, right? And I had to pick it. Like, it was like 5 items. I was running around in Walmart saying that shit. Like, y'all getting my cardio in. Yo, Messiah. This one, yo. You get these kids that spoil. Look, she got on the Beats by Dre. She don't hear me. Yo, you don't hear me? I said, did your mother contact you? Why didn't you take the whole juice?
I'm thirsty.
I'm gonna bring you a cup. Don't bring the whole damn what's in there.
You can get me some cool shirts anyway. And Dada asked me, Dada, what do you want?
Yeah, the bird. Am I taking the turkey out the freezer?
He's taking the turkey out the freezer. No.
No.
No, take it out now. I need some cool shirts.
Let me. Oh no, I'm gonna end the live stream, and then I'll let the dogs in, man. They have. Yes.
Mommy said take it out now. We're gonna have it for dinner on like Sunday or something.
All right. So what? Why did you tell me not to take it out?
She told me no.
All right.
It'll take 3 days to defrost the turkey.
All right. So take it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That motherfucker was heavy, y'all. Yeah, that joker was heavy, man. But listen, we're gonna end this live. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. You know, hopefully everybody took care of their business. Man, speaking of business, let me get back on this what's the name, man? And try to move these funds. All right. Move these funds, yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna get these funds moved over, y'all. You hear my dogs? They be out there turned up, y'all. You hear my dogs? I got some real guard dogs, yeah. Oh. Okay. That's what I gotta do. I get it now. I get it. Yes, Tom, you have a good one too. I gotta go outside. Fuck. I really did. I gotta go out anyway. I gotta go to the store. But damn, all that shit is in the car. But salute, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this sauce tonight, man. Maybe I'll come back on. You know, this is a streaming day, man. It's the countdown to the gifts, man. but hopefully you enjoyed and caught the
It only
songs.
takes for you to win once. You could lose 10 years in a row and you hit that right jug. Bam! That shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you. All you gotta do is hit once. Pull off that one thing in the back of your mind. You pull that off, and guess what? They gon', oh, he a born winner. He did.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimuhelua. I'm a Top Rank Knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.